Right, with us we have Ricardo Mannetti, Brave Warriors coach. Ricardo, you just pulled off in the last minute there a 1-1 draw against Tanzania. Looking like you were going to lose there at a stage, but what were your impressions of the game?
I think the Tanzania team as a whole, they have, when you look at the club football that they are playing, they have big clubs in Zimba, they have big clubs like in Young Africans, Yanga if I'm not mistaken. Last week they beat a very composed El Ali and a very serious El Ali team. So I always knew it was going to be a tough team. They're higher ranked than us, and I can tell you, I can assure you, maybe it didn't look for the fans that this was a difficult game. But these boys are very tough. It was one of the toughest teams I have faced so far. And well done to Kaka. He got a lot of stick from the fans. They thought it was the wrong substitution, but he played well against Ghana. Things didn't happen for him on the pitch, and at the last moment, when it matters, he scored the goal for us, and I'm very pleased with that equalizer. Same story. I don't have to go into it. I think we played better football than them in stages where it mattered. They could keep the ball also very well, but I think we created more chances. Were we a little bit more aggressive at times and more composed at certain times, I think we would have pulled off a 2-3-1 victory tonight.
Right, tell me the absence of your first choice players that you called up, especially amongst the strikers like Bottas and Bester. What influence did that have?
Well, obviously, I was not very pleased. I was very upset with the fact that, when I call up players, whatever the situation or excuse is, if they are injured, if the clubs don't allow, so be it. But it was really a setback for me because I didn't want to be in the same situation like last year. And last year for me it was constantly damage control. My key players injured, my key players not being released, and it's the same old story. But I'm very pleased that I got Jerome Louis, I got Tangeni, I got Kaimbi, I got Stiga, and that was important for me. And I'm very pleased with the fact that we didn't lose the game tonight. That was the most important thing for us.
Right, and Ricardo, you also had special goal scoring sessions there in the training sessions. Do you think they helped? And the goal scoring on a whole, what do you feel about that now?
Goal scoring, it's forever a problem, eh? It's forever a problem. I will say this on record, and I won't repeat myself again after this. Goal scoring is an art that needs to be perfected on a daily basis. All the coaches around the world know that. That's why strikers get the most money. That's why strikers are well looked after. And in our case, I think we are not putting enough emphasis on that problem, or we are not sorting out that problem. And until that time comes that we don't sort out this problem, the national team will forever suffer, and we will be goal shy.